So I had a bit of a musical failure this week, and it's good to talk about that. I've been a musician for a long time, and I still make stupid decisions sometimes. And by the way, I had some successes this week too. I played for a memorial service, a documentary show that I did the music for, and stuff like that. It was great. So I'm not super down on myself, but at the same time, it's important to acknowledge when you make some mistakes. So I was part of a recording that was being done live. And I don't want to tell you about it because I don't want to besmirch the project, because as a whole, this is a great project and I'm just a really small part on it. It's not that big a deal. But still, you know how it is. When it's your part, you want to do your best, and I kind of messed up. And I was playing cello. That's what it was for. And I was prepared. So it wasn't something that I went into and didn't practice enough. No, I knew what was going on. I prepared quite a bit. But I kind of got in the moment a little bit, and I started thinking about this note I was going to that was kind of a high point. And I was thinking, I usually play that with my fourth finger, but boy, if I went to my middle finger, I think I could really make it even better. The problem is I hadn't really practiced it that way. And I started thinking, come on, you should be able to take risks in a performance. Yeah, but maybe smart risks. Maybe doing a certain technique you hadn't practiced before isn't the right idea. And so I went for it with my second finger, hit kind of a stinker of a note. If I had just missed it with my fourth finger, I would have thought, hey, that's live music. That's the way it goes. You don't hit every note the way you want it to. But it was more that dumb decision that I tried to do something I hadn't prepared. And again, there's time for risks. I mean, if I was improvising, maybe I would have hit a weird note or something, no big deal. But this was something that was supposed to be just so. I prepared it, and then in the moment, I just got a little too casual. And it's tough when there's something out there that you feel doesn't represent yourself at its best, and it's just out there, like so many things are these days. It's just the nature of the world we live in, that almost everything we do is out there in some form that can be watched and listened to and repeated. So the lesson is, I think for me, to be honestly a little more conservative when I play live. And that sounds bad, but I don't mean not to take risks. I mean to take smart risks, to kind of evaluate the risk and reward, and because it really wasn't that big deal to switch a finger, so why would I try that? Just go with what you know is going to work and what you prepared, and take a more intelligent risk. And that way, if you do fail at it, you'll think, hey, I tried it, but this was just something that didn't have a lot of upside to it and just shouldn't have done it. So got a stinker note out there, what are you going to do? Anyway, lessons to be learned moving forward. Hope you all are doing well, and also learn lessons from your mistakes.